And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and you have no idea, I am so freaking excited to do this character reveal. I know there's been a lot of speculation. Is it R2-D2? Is it so-and-so? Everybody's on the forums doing it, but I am about to reveal the character of the AAT tank raid in all his majestic glory. I am so excited to scroll down and show you who it is. Drum roll, please. That is right. General frickin' Kenobi! General Kenobi! That is the AAT tank raid reward, much like Han Solo is for the original Rancor raid. General Kenobi, a light side Jedi tank, and I'm telling you, in all of his glory, when he gets up there, he's over 10,000 power. Let's activate this guy. Oh man, I'm excited. Now he unlocks at 5-star, just like Yoda, just like Emperor Palpatine. He's got 5 abilities. Let's confirm that, man. Oh wow, he looks so awesome. His graphical art's great. They did such a phenomenal job on this character. So obviously, we want to train him up. We want to get him to level 81. That's as high as it goes on this particular account. Now, the account we're using is basically a developer account. They gave us access to him, and they gave us an unlimited supply of resources for the purposes of the video, and then of course they take all those bennies back at the end of that. I would love to say that they gave me a 7-star Kenobi and let me keep him. That's unfortunately not what happened. So we got him to level 81. We're gonna get him starred up. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm promoting him because for the purpose of this video, I wanna have him absolutely maxed out so you can see him in all of his majestic glory. So we're just gonna level him up, get all of his gear leveled up. This is going to take just about a second, you know, and then we'll put some mods on him, and then we're going to take him and we're going to test drive him in the new raid. That's right, we're going to test drive him in the new raid. I'm pretty stoked about seeing how he does in the new raid. Now, all of us, Mobile Gamer and Arnold T101 and Mist Passier and let's see who else, Ramon, yeah, all of us YouTubers who were down there, we all had access. We all did some similar videos and some different videos, and we shared some of our content. So some of our video play is going to look very similar, and that's because we had a limited amount of time to capture this video with this character, and of course we had to share him, so we had to, you know, try and level him up and play within a short period of time. So but when you watch their videos, I'm sure they're gonna have their own take, their own spin, so I highly recommend you go check out all of their videos to hear what their thoughts are on General Kenobi and what they felt like was the you know, shining moment for them as far as being able to unlock him. Now I am watching his power grow. I hope you guys are watching his power grow. He's now at 5,000, and that is at gear 6. So we're going to take him to gear 7, and it's really fun to watch obviously his power abilities leveling up. Once you get up and, you know, into the purple gear, power starts to jump pretty fast. It goes up pretty high. You know, you're getting a couple hundred off of each of these purples, so that's pretty awesome. We are going to, because we maxed him out on star and stuff, we will make sure we put mods in him after I finish gearing him up. And they unlocked all of his attacks and abilities, so we can max those out as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. Man, I wish I could keep the 7-star Kenobi at the end as my reward. That would be awesome. But secret exclusive access was good enough, I suppose. Beggars can't be choosers, right? I got to enjoy the fact that they let me play with General Kenobi before he's been released. And the truth is, even after the AAT tank raid is released, and we all know it's General Kenobi, it's still going to be fun to have this video to go back to see him in action. Man, look at that 1900 stun cuffs. Oh man, that is amazing. Let's level Intuitive Strike up. Let's get it maxed out so we can see where it goes. And I think we're almost there. Let's get it Omega'd. It's going to deal physical damage to a target enemy with a 75% chance, almost 100% of the time, 75% of the time to gain Foresight to a random ally that doesn't have it for 2 turns. If all allies are buffed, it deals double damage, and by the way, he buffs his allies a lot, which gives that double damage a lot. This one, called the Negotiator, is absolutely amazing. It's got a cooldown. Looks like a 5. Let's see when I Omega it, if it drops. Yep, it goes to 4. It dispels all buffs. He's a dispeller from all allies, and it grants them the opposite buff for 2 turns. That's right. They got a bunch of red over their head. It turns into a bunch of green over their head, if any. Now, all allies were not debuffed. They gain retribution for a couple of turns. That's amazing. What that means is everybody that has red over their head, it turns green, and anybody that didn't have red over their head, they get retribution. So I mean, he's making the team amazing. So this has a cooldown of 4, lead the charge. It deals physical damage to a target enemy. It grants a random other ally offense up for 2 turns. Then call all buffed other allies to assist, dealing 30% less damage. That is right, this is a group attack. A group attack, lead the charge. That is really, really cool. The 212th Attack Battalion Commander, this is that got that clone synergy, kind of like Cody has. So Jedi and clone allies are going to gain 30% max health and 70% defense. After a Jedi ally uses a team healing ability, all other allies at full health are called to assist, dealing 50% less damage. Another assist attack. When a clone ally uses a special ability, they gain a buff. So attacker gains advantage, support gains stealth, and tank gains taunt. That's right, the taunt ability. Now 5s will be able to actually taunt. Can you believe that? This is awesome to be able to give taunt to the others. Now this I don't even know how to pronounce this, is a unique at the end of each of his turns. General Kenobi has a 65% chance to gain foresight for 2 turns. Whenever another ally is critically hit, if General Kenobi's alive, gain critical hit immunity for 1 turn, and General Kenobi gains taunt. So when they're critically hit, they get critical hit immunity to protect them, and then he taunts to protect them because he's General frickin' Kenobi, right? Let's go ahead and throw some mods on him. Now, we played with a bunch of different mods when we were playing with him, and we did this initial setup. I'm gonna show you this initial setup here in just a minute. So we're gonna throw some mods on him, but we did a couple of them, and I'll tell you, this setup that we're doing right here for him is not what I'd recommend. I think we went with critical damage and critical chance initially, but he definitely needs speed in this AAT tank raid. But I'm just going to go ahead and put some of these mods down here so you can see for the purposes of this video. But yes, we've got him modded in many different ways. Of course, each of the videos are going to be uniquely different. Something worthwhile putting on him. Again, for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do speed. I'm going to do some other mods, but we have figured out in hindsight that speed's probably the best setup for General Kenobi. Look at those abilities growing to the right. Why not level this up, throw this on there. Again, we modded him a multitude of ways. For this video, I'm just going to mod him this way, but we did find out that you know, he's 121 base speed, or at least that's what we believe him to be finalized at, and so he's Emperor Palpatine fast, but not really super fast. And so, you know, when you get him, you will probably want to have, well, I guess it depends on what you're going to be using him for as to whether you're going to put a lot of speed on him or not. But we're going to test drive him in the AAT tank raid, and there's just a ton of turn meter, and General Grievous is horrible to deal with, and so we got to test drive the Raid earlier, and so when we did that, we found that really speed mods were the best mods for him. Let's just finish up these sets. Now, keeping in mind, these stats are going to be for a tank, and he is a tank, and he is a very tanky tank. Now, our initial thought when we first modded him up, or the way that I'm modding him up right now, this was the first way that we modded him, was we were thinking, let's make him, you know, full of damage and protection, so he's tanky, he sits out on the battlefield for a long time, takes a lot of damage, can absorb that damage, and in turn can hit hard. And by the way, for a tank, I think he's one of the hardest hitting tanks. So, but like I said, we got to play him multiple times and do multiple videos, and everybody got to do it differently. And the second run through, I think Ramon's from Team Skunk, his when he ran through with General Kenobi, his General Kenobi was to like 212 speed or something crazy, and he did far better in the AAT tank raid than, of course, many of us who did that. So just checking out some of the additions to the stats to the right, so you can kind of see what these mods added. And critical damage, critical chance, and you know, those are great mods for anybody. And of course, there was some protection in there, so you can see, you know, tenacity was raised a little bit, and you can see he's going to be 78,000 health and protection. That's a ridiculous tank. And look at the power, 10,111. That is absolutely amazing. So he's maxed out, 7-star, level 81, got some decent mods, totally maxed gear, and it's just exciting. We're going to go to the tank takedown raid now, so we can show you what he is all about. We want to test drive him. Here's the heroic. Let's do this!
Thank you.